may get paid for what I do, but I don't consider it a vocation. It's a pursuit, a calling. That's what it means to be barbecue people.
Got some different spices there. It's a great balance of sweet and heat, which is what gives it such a great flavor. Our classic spare rib is something we won Taste of Atlanta with 10 years in a row.
We smoke all of our meats. We make everything from scratch daily. We have our ribs, which are amazing. We have beef ribs that are the huge Fred Flintstone style bone.
Barbecue isn't just food, it's tradition. Whether it's smoky ribs, tender brisket, or pulled pork sandwiches, BBQ joints are judged on authenticity, flavor, and atmosphere. But when it comes to big sit-down chains, not every restaurant lives up to the reputation of true Pitmaster cooking. Some cut corners with reheated meat, while others deliver smoky perfection that keeps fans coming back. Here's the ultimate ranking of sit-down BBQ joints, from worst to best. Smoky Bones, the bottom of the barrel. Smoky Bones markets itself as a casual BBQ restaurant with a sports bar vibe. But the problem is simple. The BBQ feels like an afterthought. The meats often taste reheated, lacking the slow-smoked flavor that defines real barbecue. Their ribs are inconsistent, sometimes chewy, sometimes falling apart in all the wrong ways. And while the sides are plentiful, they lean heavily on frozen and fried options that don't complement BBQ the way they should. Wyatt's Last feels more like a bar with BBQ than a true BBQ joint. 9. Dickey's Barbecue Pit, quantity over quality. With hundreds of locations nationwide, Dickey's is the biggest BBQ chain in America. But size comes at a cost: consistency. The brisket is often dry, the pulled pork can be bland, and the sauces do most of the heavy lifting. While the menu offers variety, the flavor profile lacks depth compared to authentic pit BBQ. Dickey's also relies on reheating methods that strip meats of the slow-smoked richness you'd expect. Wyatt ranks low, feeds a crowd, but rarely satisfies a true BBQ craving. 8. Sonny's BBQ, a southern staple that lost its edge. Sonny's has deep southern roots, but in recent years, quality has slipped. Their pulled pork is decent, but ribs and brisket often feel mass-produced rather than handcrafted. The atmosphere is friendly and the price point is good, which explains their loyal following. But if you're judging purely on the strength of the BBQ, Sonny's no longer competes with the best. Wyatt's mid-low, nostalgic for some, but taste and quality have declined. 7. Famous Dave's Fun Atmosphere Inconsistent BBQ. Famous Dave's has personality, rustic decor, big platters, and fun presentation. But the BBQ itself can be hit or miss. Their ribs are usually the highlight, with a tangy sauce that appeals to the masses. But brisket and pulled pork often lack the smoky complexity of smaller, regional joints. It's BBQ tailored for a crowd, not for purists. Wyatt's mid-tier, great for family outings, but not a pitmaster's dream. 6. Logan's Roadhouse, more steakhouse than smokehouse. Logan's Roadhouse isn't primarily a BBQ joint, but its menu includes ribs, pulled pork, and smoked wings. The ribs are surprisingly tender, and the smoky flavor is better than expected for a steakhouse chain. Still, BBQ is secondary here, and it shows. The flavor depth just doesn't match dedicated smokehouses. For customers who want a mix of steakhouse and BBQ, it works. But as a pure BBQ competitor, it lands in the middle. Wyatt's middle. Solid ribs, but BBQ isn't the main event. 5. Texas Roadhouse, chain BBQ that surprises. Texas Roadhouse is known for steak and rolls, but their ribs have earned a cult following. They're meaty, tender, and coated in a sauce that leans sweet but satisfies. While not a true BBQ chain, their ribs and pulled pork sandwiches consistently deliver better flavor than some dedicated spots. Add in the lively sit-down experience, and Texas Roadhouse edges into the upper tier. Wyatt's solid, steakhouse first, BBQ second, but the BBQ is still good. 4. Red Hot and Blue, regional gem. Red Hot and Blue may not have the national footprint of Dickey's or Famous Dave's, but in the Southeast, it's a standout. Their ribs and pulled pork carry real smoky flavor, and their sauces, from tangy to spicy, elevate the meat rather than cover flaws. It's not flashy, but it's consistent, something that matters when you're craving sit-down BBQ. Why it's high: authentic smoke flavor without cutting corners. 3. Lucille's Smokehouse BBQ, California Comfort. Lucille's Smokehouse BBQ blends Southern hospitality with a California twist. Their BBQ platters are generous, with brisket, ribs, and pulled pork that often surprise first-timers with genuine smoke flavor. The sides are strong, too. Mac and cheese, garlic mashed potatoes, and collard greens round out the experience. While purists might argue it's BBQ light, the sit-down comfort and consistency make Lucille's a favorite. Why it's high: flavorful meats and excellent sides in a sit-down setting. 2. Jim and Nick's BBQ, true Southern tradition. Jim and Nick's started in Alabama and has expanded across the South. Unlike many chains, they smoke meats on site, giving brisket, ribs, and chicken a more authentic taste. Their cheddar biscuits are legendary, but the star is the pulled pork, juicy, smoky, and satisfying. Jim and Nick's proves that sit-down BBQ can still honor traditional smoking methods without feeling mass-produced. Why it's top tier: authentic Southern BBQ done right. 1. Sonny Bryan's Smokehouse, the Texas classic. At the very top sits Sonny Bryan's Smokehouse, a Dallas legend since 1958. While it has multiple locations, it's managed to keep the soul of true Texas BBQ alive. The brisket is tender with that perfect smoke ring, the ribs fall off the bone without being soggy, and the sausage brings bold, peppery flavor. Add in the classic Texas sides: pinto beans, slaw, and cornbread, and you've got a BBQ chain that feels as close to the real thing as possible. Why it's the best: old-school Texas BBQ that respects tradition and taste. Final ranking summary. Worst: Smoky Bones, Dickey's Barbecue Pit, Sonny's BBQ, Famous Dave's, Logan's Roadhouse, Texas Roadhouse, Red Hot and Blue, Lucille's Smokehouse BBQ, Jim and Nick's Barbecue. Best: Sonny Bryan's Smokehouse. The smoky truth: sit-down BBQ chains will never fully replace the charm of a small-town smokehouse with a pit out back. But if you're on the road or looking for convenience, some chains come close. Skip the bottom-tier joints that rely on reheated meats and sauces to mask flaws. Instead, head for the ones that actually smoke their meats and treat BBQ with respect. Because when done right, barbecue isn't just a meal, it's an experience worth savoring.